Good morning, my crafty friends. Thank you for stopping by today. It is Friday, November 14th, 2025, and it has been a week since I've been here for coffee and a card. My name is Maureen Rolfus, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 28 years now, and I love what I do. I'm sorry, I'm just checking my computer. It kind of went glitchy, but it looks like it's working just fine. Sorry about that. I am here to help you find the joy of card making and paper crafting, to give you tips and tricks and ideas to make that more fun and easy for you, and then to encourage you to send out your beautiful creations to others to make their day. The goal is to eradicate loneliness one card at a time. I appreciate you sticking with me. My health has been a roller coaster this month. Actually, for about 10 years now, my health has been a roller coaster with my autoimmune. The last 2 months have been really tough, and this month was no different. This week, I was down for the count, like at least 4 days that I lost 90% of my days with a head cold and with my autoimmune having a flare-up. So it was a rough week. Hubby was out of state, so I was on my own, which made it even a little more difficult. But yesterday I started feeling better. Today I feel even better. And I so want to thank all of you who checked in and told me you were praying for me. I really appreciate that so much. This month, I will be entering names into the Stampin' Up! System to get the January through May 2026 catalog from me. It was given out to all of the demonstrators who made it to our backstage event. I think it was backstage, on stage, whatever event we just had. I did not go because my health has been so rough. I just didn't want to risk it. And now I'm glad I didn't, because I'd have been sick those days. But they handed them out. They look to be beautiful. The cover is gorgeous, and you're going to want to have this mini catalog. So anyone who has ordered from me in the last 6 months will receive one automatically. But a reminder, in order to get one from me, you have to have your customer account through me. It has to have a valid mailing address, and you have to have opted in to receiving information from me. If you didn't do that, the system won't give me your address, won't let me put you in to send stuff to you. So that is, yeah. Oh, I hope everything is okay, Francis. Sorry you're at urgent care. Please let me know what's going on. And hi, Eileen, glad you are here. I saw a few other people roll by, but my mind is a little foggy yet from being sick, so I'm going to miss a few things, I'm sure. So if you order from me by November 25th, or if you've ordered from me in the last 6 months, I will put you on that list to get a catalog. The catalogs will be mailed out. They mail them out probably the second week of December, so you should get them in December yet and have them when the catalog goes live in January. So, yeah, I thought I was feeling a lot better, but boy, I'm looking at myself and I look like I'm dragging. Sorry, it has been a rough week. Hi again, Eileen. Good morning to you. If you're hopping on to watch, please say hello in the comments so I know you stopped by. And if you're hopping on later, let me know you do that too, and just put replay. I love to hear that you were on here. Every comment you leave counts for an entry to win the card we make today. So please leave your comments, as many as you like. I will take comments today and tomorrow, and the next morning I will draw for a winner and send out that card to the winner. Congratulations to the winner of my last card. That was Penny Strombeck. And Penny, thank you for watching and commenting. Hi, Margot. Hi, Marita. Oh, I wonder how you pronounce that. It's a pretty name. That card is on its way to you, Penny, so enjoy. Reminder that if you could share my video to a group, to a crafty group, to a friend, you can email this video, whatever you want to do. If you share me, let me know, and I will give you a bonus entry toward today's card, because that really helps out my business. Okay, I think that's it for here. I'm going to turn you around. It is sunny out. I haven't been out yet. I didn't even look at the temperature, but it looks to be a nice day. Yesterday was really nice and warm. Yeah, so all of that is good. This is me, Maureen Rolfes. You can reach me through the following networks or areas. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. Email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady. That is where you are seeing me right now. My YouTube is under my name, Maureen Rolfes, or you can search Crazy Stamping Lady, and you can shop with me at Stamping with Maureen, stampinup.stampinup.net. Yeah, I think that's all I needed to say about that. We do have a rewards program when you shop with us through Stampin' Up. It is for every order you place of at least $20, you will automatically receive 10% in rewards on a future purchase. Those rewards are redeemable for 1 year, and you can get your account at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. Just a reminder that you do need to opt into the rewards program or they will not issue them. And you need to be sure when you're there to opt in to receive information from me so I can send you things like our catalog. Okay, I have a few things to share with you before we get on and make our card today. I have a couple cards from friends. So the first one is from my friend Joan in Arizona. And it's stinking adorable. Look how cute that is. All those little pieces, Joan. Wow, you just do an amazing job. So they just cut out all those pieces and dab them all together, and I am always impressed. And it has our little birdies and dragonflies flying around. Super, super cute. But I have to read to you what she wrote on the inside. Thanksgiving is a weird holiday. When else would you celebrate by giving your loved ones the bird after they tell you to stuff it? Oh well, happy Thanksgiving. She always puts the cutest things in her cards, and I thought that was really funny. So Joan, thank you so much. It's going right up on my mantle. And then I got another card from my friend Lori, who is so faithful in sending me cards. And she said she made this card with me in mind, but she included a little note, and I'll show you that in a second. It is a sidestep card, and it opens up, and it says, if friends were flowers, I would pick you, or I'd pick you. Look how cute that is. All the fall colors. I love it. It says, so what she sent me is this little thing. It says, this card was made with love. Share the love by sending this on to a friend who could use a smile. And I think that is adorable. I just love that. So Lori, this is going to go on my mantle, and then it will go in a box, and then next fall I will probably share it with a friend who could use a smile. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Okay, I got a little bit of the sniffles. I'm sorry. So I've told you all I have a special going on this month. For every kit that you purchase from our kits collection or our scrapbooking workshop kits, you get an entry for a chance to win a pack of our note cards and envelopes, which I think I have right here, and then a package of our basic rhinestone jewels, okay? And I picked these because they're two of our basics, and any kit you get, you could adjust and use pieces from and add this to and make more cards, or just use them on your own. But it's just an encouragement for you to take a minute to maybe try one of our kits, especially if you haven't before, because I love them. But I'm going to share one with you today. And the last kit I showed you, I completely changed up and made different cards with it, and I shared those all with you. You can go back and watch my last videos if you want to see those. This kit, I did not do that. I did not change it up. I made it the way it is. It's called Share a Smile, and it makes 8 adorable cards. There is no stamping on this one. The sentiments come pre-done, although you could always change them up and just stamp your own sentiments and add them if you don't want these. But they're adorable. You make me smile. You matter. Have a great day, and hang in there. They're all great sentiments. This is a fun little kit because this is one you could make up as a gift for someone, because it also includes a little gift box to put them in, or you could just use that gift box for something else. Most likely I will probably use these cards because I think they're perfect for my grandchildren. They're bright and cheery, or if someone is sick, or if someone's just having a rough time. Saying you matter, everyone needs to know how very much they matter. So I love these. I'm going to show you the cards that I made and how I made them. Here is, and inside I'll show you how the sentiments come. So the sentiments come in punch outs like this. And then they're in 4 different languages. So these are other languages. That's why I still have them. I punched out the ones that are in English. If you speak other languages, they're great. If you don't, you can still punch out, especially the more plain ones, and use the backs of them to stamp on. So I'm hanging on to them for now. It also comes with dimensionals and some tear and tape. I had my own open, so I didn't use these, but these were in there. And then here is the adorable little box, bright and cheery. You could decorate it however you wanted to. And then when you open it up inside, you can put all of the cards. And they fit in there perfectly, which, oh, that one got caught on that little blocky thing there. Okay, so let me just show you them. I did change up, excuse me, some of the elements on the cards, just moved them around a little bit. And like on the cards on here, it showed these little pieces of paper in the back straight up and down. I made mine at an angle. You can do things like that. You can be creative with these. Like I said, you could also add other embellishments or other sentiments. But here is our little sloth saying, hang in there. Our sunshine that has, have a great day. I hope these are on camera. I should look and see. A little cactus, hang in there. The toucan, you make me smile. This bicycle, you make me smile. These beautiful flowers, you matter. And these flowers that say, have a great day. And then these peaches that say, you matter. I just think they're adorable. They're note card size, which you guys know I love, because you don't have to write quite as much in them. It doesn't take quite as much to decorate them. And when you buy our kits, our note cards, like I was showing you, they come with both the cards and the envelopes. I use my note cards a lot, but I think this set is adorable. It's a great one to try. It's not very expensive. So if you're wanting to branch out and try one of our kits, go ahead and order it from me, and you will get an entry toward winning that prize at the end of the month. So yes, just wanted to share that today. Moving along, I'm going to move these out of the way. Got lots of stuff on my desk this morning. Just a reminder that you can earn a free monthly card class from me and the kits to make the cards if you place a qualifying order. And I don't think I have the right flyer here. I have the wrong flyer. It's the same information except for the months. I'm sorry, guys. I am a little out of it. Place a qualifying order with me this month to earn a free online class kit. A $50 order gets you 3 cards, a $75 order, 3 cards and a bonus project. A $100 order gets you 3 cards, a bonus project, and a half a pack of an embellishment. And then that class will be held on the second Monday of December, which I can't remember what it is offhand because I have the wrong calendar here. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not even sure if that's correct, guys. Sorry, I'll have to tell you. But they're always on Mondays at 11 o'clock a.m. The kits will be mailed out to you the end of the month. I so appreciate your orders. This is my thank you to you. And coming next month, there's even going to be more thank yous. So watch for that. All orders are entered into my monthly prize drawing where I give away 3 prizes to 3 lucky winners. And any smaller order that doesn't qualify for a kit will receive a handmade card from me as a thank you. So I so appreciate you guys. I really do. I can't tell you how awesome it is when you choose me as your demonstrator and order from me. It just makes my day. Okay, and if you want to see what kind of cards I make, a lot of times it's retired products. But go back into my feed here and look at my class. It was last Monday when I was still feeling up to it. And you can see the kind of cards that we made. So, that being said, moving right along. Today we are using a brand new online exclusive set. And a lot of times I get my sets really out of necessity because it's something I need. As a grandma, and almost at the age where I could be a great grandma, I don't know a lot of people still having babies like I used to, but I do have someone that just had a baby boy, and I wanted to give them an adorable little card. So I purchased this Cutest onesie set. It was just released this month in our online exclusives. It has the adorable little onesie and cute little decorations you can put on it. And then congratulations, sweet boy, sweet girl, a big welcome to your new baby, and wishing you lots of joy. I love it. For one thing, I really like these little elements because they can be used, especially the heart, the star, and this little cloud, on other cards. So that is awesome. The wishing you lots of joy can be used for lots of things. The congratulations. So it can be used for more than just babies. But I thought it was adorable. We're going to use it today. It is a standalone stamp set, so there's no dies with it. So I did use on our card today, not for these pieces, I'm going to fussy cut, but I did use some elements out of the stylish shape dies, both for my sentiments on the outside of the card, and I think I used them on the inside. No, I didn't. It was just on the outside of the card. So these are the two main products that we're using today. It's going to be a different fun fold, guys, one you've never seen me make before, and I hope I can do it well. I've only done the one when I made it for my friends, so, and I'm going to do today's exactly the same, hopefully. So, in the card kit I have ready here is a basic white envelope. I have a base of Lost Lagoon cardstock, which really is one of my favorite colors. You see me use it a lot. So I have a base of that. I have basic white in 3.5 by 5, and this is my piece for the inside of the card, as well as a little strip of our Designer Series paper to decorate that with. The Designer Series paper that I am using is Everyday Happiness, which I've used a few times on camera. I love it. I love the colors of it. I love the patterns on it. I think it is beautiful. It is still available out there. It is an online exclusive. I think you can find it under Designer Series paper or under the memory keeping section, or you can search on the number 166632 to order it. But I just ordered a new pack because this one's getting down there, and I know eventually it'll go away, and I love it. I love the neutrality of it and how it can be used in so many ways. Okay, beyond that, we have a piece of Pretty Peacock. This is 3¼ inches square. We have a piece of basic white that is 2 7/8 inch square. We have a piece of basic white that is 1 3/4 inches square. And then we have a couple little die cut pieces for the sentiment. A piece that we're going to stamp our onesie onto. And then a piece of 6 by 6 Designer Series paper. So for this little part that we're fun folding, you can use any Designer Series paper, but you do want to have a pattern on both sides that it doesn't really matter the direction too much. That's kind of important on here for this. And this is, I don't even know what to call it. It is kind of like a little secret compartment, secret wish block on your card. Someone called it a pinwheel, but to me, even though it has that look when it's done, it's not really a pinwheel card. So it's just a fun fold. We're going to do it for Fun Fold Friday because I needed a baby card. So I'm going to take my trimmer, and I have my embossing blade in here. And so, our scoring blade, not embossing, our scoring blade. And I'm just going to take this 6x6 piece of Designer Series paper and I'm going to score it at 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. Okay, 1, 2, and I usually go back and forth a couple times, kind of gently, because you never want to tear through your paper. So if I just go a few times gentler, it works just as well, and you don't run the risk of tearing like you would if you went really hard on it. So, excuse me for the frog in my throat. I might have to have a drink of coffee. Okay, so 1.5 inches, all 4 sides. That is all the scoring magic you need on here. It's a little hard to see on this side. I found it's a little easier to see on the gold side. But I am going to just crease on all of those folds with my bone folder because that makes them even easier for me to see. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to snip out all 4 corners. So I'm going to come right down those score lines in the corners up to the other score line. And then right down the other way. And we're going to cut these out. I'm going to set them aside for now. Hope you guys are having a good day. Someone said there's a lot of viruses going around. Excuse me, which obviously I caught one. So I hope you're all staying healthy. I know this is the time of year with the change of weather when it gets cold and hot, and we're in and out of hot and cold temperatures a lot, and that viruses really take off, but I was very sad to come down with whatever I came down with. So I'm doing better though, guys. Day at a time, day at a time. I'm gonna cut out this last corner. So you're just cutting out these corners. Now I'm not throwing these away. I'm actually gonna use 2 of them on our card today. And then the other 2 I'm just going to put back into the paper because I love them and I don't want to waste them. But when you cut these, you might have a little ridge on the edge where it's not perfect. What I do is I take them all and just take my bone folder and just run it along all those edges just to be sure and flatten them out. And then they're very usable and you don't see that ridge. So I'm going to set those aside for a second. This is our little secret compartment that we're making. And what you want to do is choose the side that you want showing most. So I want, excuse me one second while I take a sip of my coffee, guys. I'm so sorry. You're always so patient with me. I'm going to take the side that has the blue because I kind of want that to be my focal, although both sides are going to show. But we're going to fold back corners. So we're going to take a corner, fold it back up to that crease line. I'm trying to feel where it is because I can't see it as well on this side, just like that. And you want to get these pretty straight and pretty up to the crease line, okay? And then I'm going to turn it and do the same exact corner on this side. So that's important. You can't flip from one to the other. So I couldn't do one here and then the opposite. You kind of want to just keep turning it. So I'm folding up from the right side up to the score line, then turning it, folding up from the right side to the score line. I didn't fold quite far enough on that one. Like that. And then turning it, folding up again from the right side up to that score line. And turning it, and then doing that on the last one. Like that. Okay? So now you have your 4 little flaps. So what happens with this when we're going to put it on our card, and I'm going to be opening it in a minute, but I'll show you what happens is you can close these. I got to do it the right way. Did I do it the wrong way? Did I do it the wrong way? No, here we go. So you can close these. 1, 2, 3. And then this last one here is going to tuck under here, and it's going to give you this secret little envelope that, or little, I don't know, secret little pouch that you can open up to display a fun message. So that is what we're doing. So I'm going to go one more time, and you'll probably see me do this a few times throughout the video. I want this to be as flat as possible on my card. It squishes down really well. You're not going to need extra postage unless you put a ton of other stuff in here, so that part is nice. But I just want to make sure that my creases are really good because that's going to help it lie flatter on my card. Okay, so let's play with this and put this all together now that we have our pieces. Let's take this. I got to remember what I did on my card. So I actually made this card on Monday after my video, and that's a long time when you're sick to remember what you did, guys. I'm sorry. So we're using, again, this piece here is 3.5 by 5, and I have just a little skinny 1/2 inch piece by 3.5 to go along here on the bottom of this to bring that whole design element to the inside of the card. And then on the inside of this card, I am going to take our pretty peacock ink, and I'm going to stamp the word congratulations, and I'm going to turn this around towards me. You've seen me do this before. A lot of times when I do my sentiment, rather than reaching across the card to stamp it, I turn it upside down, I turn my sentiment upside down, and I stamp it up here. That way the edge is closer to me and I can get my sentiments really nice and straight on there. It usually works for me really well, so that's kind of my go-to. Next, I am going to take my envelope, and we're going to stamp the same thing onto there, the congratulations. I'm not going to do that upside down because the bottom of the envelope is close to me, like that. And then I'm going to add a few little stars. So remember I showed you all those cute little elements in here. They have these adorable little stars, which I love stars in babies. And this one threw me for a minute. I'm just going to tell you, it's supposed to be like a star that someone just kind of sketched. And it doesn't come quite together on that one end. And it's supposed to be that way. I thought I was just stamping poorly, but that is not what it is. It is meant to look that way. And I like it. Once I knew it wasn't me, it was totally fine. And I'm just turning this different directions so that it looks like it's supposed to be that way. Scattering stars down, congratulations. So that's our envelope. Next, I'm going to take this same star, and we're going to stamp it onto the front of our card. And I'm going to go all around the edges, and then some places go off the edges a little bit. Some places come back in, just making kind of a cute little star border on here. And not worrying about perfection in any way. But these will show around the edge, and they're going to give it a cute little element with the stars. So like that. Excuse me, 16 more times. And then in the middle here, I'm also going to have a little bit of a gap. I don't know how many of these will show, but I am going to stamp a few little stars in here too, just in case. They may show, they may not. We will see. Okay, there's our stars. I think that's good. We're going to go with it. We're going to make believe it's great. What else do I want to stamp? On one of, I'm going to open my card here so I can see it, the one I did. On one of these little pieces of corner that we cut out, I am going to stamp. And I'm going to put this at a diamond like this. And we're going to stamp New Baby. Okay? In the pretty peacock right across the middle. Just like that. And then I'm going to pull another one of these that we're going to use with it and hang on to that for a minute. And then on this piece of just kind of a scrap size, I wanted to be sure it was big enough for my onesie, and that all that really mattered. I am going to stamp our onesie. And for that, I'm going to stamp it in Memento Black, just so it really shows the edges of it. You could do it in the peacock. The peacock's a nice dark color, and that would work too. And I'm kind of just centering the pattern on here so that it looks even, so that that stripe goes kind of right down the middle of the onesie, and it looks even when I cut it out. I don't think you have to worry too much about that, but I wanted to do that. And then on our larger square of basic white, I am going to stamp at the bottom. What am I going to stamp? A big welcome to you. Not that one. Where did it go? Our baby, baby, baby. I'm going to stamp the words new baby again. Right here at the bottom. And onto the onesie itself, which I see now I had a little shadow in one spot, but that's okay. I am going to stamp that star kind of as a little cute element on there, just like that. Okay, I think that's all our stamping. I'll grab it back out if I need to, but I think that is it. Let's get rid of all this ink before I put my hand down in it, which has been known to happen. Okay, we're going to do a fussy cutting on our little onesie here. I'm cutting pretty close to the line, but I still am leaving a little tiny little border around of the DSP because it's a little more forgiving that way. I'm not cutting into that black anywhere, and that's what you want to do. You want to be able to see the black line all the way around your image. This is a pretty little, easy little onesie to cut out, which I like since it doesn't have dies. But you also know I'm a fussy cutter. So even when I have dies, half the time I'm fussy cutting. It's just easier for me. Unless I'm mass producing, then I will definitely grab the dies and just start cutting out a bunch at once. So almost done, going right around the edges here. You know, when I fussy cut, besides leaving a little border, I pretty much hold my scissors in place and just move whatever I'm cutting, my image, more than the scissors, and that gives me more control. So those are my fussy cutting tips of the day, and there is our little onesie. Look how cute that is. Okay, let's put this card together, guys. I'm going to take our inside, put some seal in my corners, because that's all you really need when it's something like this. Put this inside my card. Now, you know I use 3.5 by 5 pieces now because I can get 5 of those out of a sheet of cardstock. And I really love the amount of border that shows around the edge. I think the look is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but when the price of cardstock went up, I changed it so that I could get more out of my cardstock, and I'm very happy with that. Oh, I did forget to stamp one thing. Gonna come back to here to our white sentiment piece that I cut out. And on here, it's going to say a big welcome to your. I thought I might be forgetting something, but the way my mind is right now, who knows? And I've only had 1 cup of coffee, guys. That could be part of the problem. So we're just going to stamp this, hopefully, centered onto this little sentiment piece that I die cut. Just like that. No guarantees that that won't be coming back out again. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to adhere this to the pretty peacock. And to do that, I am going to fold it shut because I want to be able to see the edges to be sure that I have it on there centered, if that makes sense. So we're going to just come in here, and I am going to go around all the edges because they're going to be pulling this open to look at the secret message. So I want to be sure it's adhered down really well to this layer. Get that centered on there to make that pop. And then we're going to add this to our card. And again, same thing, putting a little more adhesive on maybe than usual because I want to be sure it doesn't pull it up off of the card when they're opening it. Now, at this point, it doesn't matter which direction this goes on because my patterns are every which way direction, and I haven't added anything else to it yet. So that's why I'm putting it on first, so that I don't have to worry about the direction of it later. Okay, so we're going to just center that down here toward the bottom. And then I'm going to take my sentiment here, and leaving about a finger's width on each end, I'm just going to put some seal right down the middle of this. And then take my larger sentiment and lay it right on to there. Getting those little kind of divots lined up. Now then we're going to add this to the front of our card using some dimensionals. So because this is already raised a little bit, almost like the width of a dimensional, putting the dimensionals here isn't going to hurt anything at all, and it's going to give your card some pop. So let's grab some dimensionals. One more, I think. You can see that I dropped this pack of dimensionals into my Memento ink at one point or another, but that doesn't matter because that's just the backing tape, and when you pull it off, that's not going to show anyway. It's going to get thrown away. So, all right, and then we're going to take this and center it top to bottom and side to side, top to bottom between this element and the top of my card, and side to side. Whoop! And then we're going to try to stick it down because we want it to kind of stay there. So let's see if I got that pretty even. If I look at this card when I'm ready to send it out and I go, holy smokes, I made a mess of that because I was sick, I'll redo it for you. So we'll see. So now you can see why I did those stars here too. Otherwise, that would have just been a gap there with no stars in it. Okay, so there is our sentiment on there. And it does look like it's a little to the left, so I may be adjusting that, but we're going to go with it right now. What else do we need to do here? I'm going to take this piece of basic white, and we are going to take this piece of the gingham, and I'm going to just center it on to the basic white. Whoops, just like that. And then we're going to take this piece that says New Baby, and I'm going to add that to the front of there so that this shows behind it. So just not putting any seal right in the corner because those corners are going to stick off and I don't want them to have extra adhesive on. Just doing the middle of the sides and centering that on there so it has a cute little pop on it. And then we are going to take our onesie and our larger piece of basic white here and add them to the center of here as our secret message. Okay. So this is going to go on the inside, centered in the middle of here. It is just slightly smaller than that area, so it works perfect to fill that up. I'm going to take my New Baby. Now, you could pop this up on a dimensional. You'd probably be okay. But because this already gives it some dimension, I'm just going to lay it in there flat. You could also, if you know the people, I'm always very hesitant when I do this, but I do it occasionally, like for my grandkids. If you know the people who you're sending it to, you could also fill this one with some little confetti. So when they opened it up, there would be confetti in there, which would be kind of cool too. So now it says a big welcome to your new baby when you open it up. We're going to close these back up like this. And it doesn't really matter. Well, I think I'm going to do it a different direction. Doesn't really matter because they're just going to pull on any of these two tabs, but I think this will work a little bit with my piece I'm putting on top. So you could really be done with that at this point, and then they could just pull it and open it up like that, if that makes sense. And you can see why some people call it a pinwheel card because it does have that pinwheel look, but I've made other pinwheel cards and they're not like that. So for me, that was a little hard to call it that. But I'm going to take this piece and add it to the front here. So when you're looking at the front, it says a big welcome to your new baby. And when you open it up, it also says a big welcome to the new baby. And then I'm going to grab some glue dots. And the only place I want glue is where this piece is touching this gold triangle, okay? And I only want it down in this corner, and I want it to hold tight. So it's a lot of wants on me here. So the way I make that happen is I'm going to use glue dots because they are very sticky. And I'm going to peel them off and place them down here in this bottom corner. And I'm going to do 3 of them because 3 of anything like this together really tends to hold well. So I'm just going to do 3 pretty close together, just a little bit of space between them, not much, because this doesn't come up all that far on that flap. and this one right next to it, right up here. And then when I come in here and lay this on here and center it and push that down, it's now adhered to the front of the card, but when I go to open this up, it moves with it. So their little secret message is still inside of there. And I love that. I think that's super, super cute. So let's see if I can put it back together the way I want it. We're going to do this one first, this one, and then tuck this last piece underneath that flap. And that seems the easiest way for opening this up. And then on the inside is your congratulations and this. Now I didn't think, but I wonder if a gift card would fit inside of here. Let me see if I have a gift card handy. Here's one that I use for other purposes. Not quite. I guess you could make this larger, because if you made it even, so it ended up being a 1/4 inch larger all the way around, a gift card could fit in there too. So that's another thought. I might have to play with that and see if I can come up with one of those. And if I do, I'll show you next time if I have time to do that. Okay, the last thing I want to do is add a little bling, because you can't have a card without any bling, or rarely do I have a card without any bling. It has happened. I'm going to use the Pearls of Beauty. And these are the ones I showed you, I think, last time. I love the colors. I think they're Timid Tiger, Crumb Cake, and White, and they're all very pearly. And they're very nice and flat, which I love on a card when something is nice and flat for an embellishment. And rather than just our normal 3, I'm going to actually add 5 to this one. I'm going to take 2 of these tinier ones and place them on each side of my sentiment, just like that. And then I'm going to take 3 more and place them down here onto this part. So 1, 2, and then I got to form my little triangle here. So I'm going to pull one down here like this. I don't want to cover up that little star. I like that star there, so we'll put it right next to it. And that is our bling on there. So this is my new baby card for my friend. I will be giving this one away that I made here. It's exactly like my prototype. Nothing's changed. So you're seeing what I made up front. I thought it was a fun little secret fold. I think it would be fun for a birthday to put some confetti in there. I do think I want to play with it and see if I can make it large enough to put a gift card. But that's going to take a larger piece. And the nice part about this is it's a 6x6 piece, so you can get 4 of them out of DSP. I would even like to see like a Christmas wish in there. It could be a Christmas card and you open it up and there's a little Christmas wish or a Christmas tree inside. Cute, cute, cute. So I hope you liked this. I will post the recipe and the card in the comments, so you'll get to see all of that and know what I used today. I really want to thank you for being with me today through all my coughing and sniffling and looking like I'm a little hungover, which I am not. I'm just tired. I hope you liked the card. Don't forget to leave your comments. Each comment counts as an entry to win it. A reminder, I would love to have your business if you're looking for Stampin' Up! Products, or if you just have questions for me, please contact me. I will be sure to answer them. The best way to contact me with questions is crazystampinglady@gmail.com, or you can just leave it in the comments here and I will come back and answer. I do plan to be back here on Tuesday. I am hoping I'm not quite so ragged as I am today. I hope you will plan to come back and join me, same time, same place. And if you purchase the Gathering Moments online card class, that is on Monday. I will be sending out the email to invite you to the Facebook group very soon, so watch for that. And I just noticed that some of you won't get your kits till Monday. A lot of you will have them by Saturday, but a few of you won't get them till Monday. So my class might be on before you get your kits, so feel free to just wait till you have your kit and then watch, or watch and then come back, whatever you want. But that is my paid monthly class, Gathering Moments, online. It'll be on next Monday. Okay, guys, I think that is it. Till next time, stay crafty, my friends. Bye-bye.